Hello everyone, welcome to another day in Shroud of the Avatar. Now what I'm actually starting out today is I'm going to start a new character because I've actually been in the game or playing the game for about a year now, so I thought I would look at how would I create a new character with the experience I've actually gained in the game. So what I thought I'd do, start off a new character and from the start, so we're here at the beginning where we choose the name of the character, which I've called this one Het Ratava, which if you're very clever, when you look at it in a mirror, it says the Avatar backwards. So I thought we would go through and see how we go. Now we've been playing for a year, as I say, and see how we progress, and then talk about all the experience pool and everything else as we go through. So we find ourselves up here with Arabella. And the first thing I'm going to do is quickly run through some quick settings, since this is the first time that I got in. I'm just going to make things a little bit more, it's very loud, and I normally turn those off so they get in the way. I'll turn those off, and then we come down into interface, and I'm going to carefully look through this. There's two things I want to do in here. I like to see them in numerical value up there. Also show translated location names, which is on the overworld map. If you don't have that ticked on, you've got to learn Runic. So now, as you can see, we're a nice shrouded ghost. So let's go over and have a word with Arabella. I'm just going to quickly have a quick look at this. Just so you can now use the words down the bottom, they've made them automatically appear this time. Always ask the name of the character, as it will then appear above their head. You can always ask them their job. And of course, it will bring up some of the magical words that we need to say, which is guide and manifestation. And then we get use the magic mirror. So the rest of what she says is about the history and the backstory. So I'll just carry on down the path. Gaze into the mirror to create our avatar. And I'm not going to do much here. It's something different, and always go for large characters. I'm going to go for a small character. What should we do? Leave all that box. Don't leave that box. There you go. Something different for me. Finish. And yes. So I'll just use a little fella. Measure. Not much difference between the sizes. Right. Nice pool. Got no fishing rod though. And we need to pick up this book. That just gives you all your help and guide in the game. The new player handbook gives you about getting around, exploring the world. It's like your little helpful guide to the game inside the game. So don't forget to pick that up before we head to the avatars building. Interesting to see how this actually performs as well with the new improvements that have happened in the last releases. And yep, we're ready for our analysis now. There's a group of questions asked here. Doesn't matter how you actually ask them. You'll be given a recommendation at the end, and recommends that we use the path of truth, which is the mage. But what you can do is you can change to the sword or the bow. And I was just trying to think which one I was actually going to go for. I wasn't going to use the bow. I decided I was going to use sword and shield, so we're going to go to High Vale Outskirts, because you can actually choose which starting point you come from here. The Path of Love, I believe, on the bow. Truth on the bow, whichever. But you can choose to be a bow, mage, or a swordsman, and it doesn't matter what you choose, because you can always change your mind as you play the game, because you're not fixed to your character type like other games. So I'm going to leave that. But you do have to pick one of the three at the beginning. But it doesn't matter, as I say, if you decide to pick the path of the mage. There's no reason to say you can't train with a sword or a shield. So we'll go to Battle of High Vale. And you start in your starting sequence. You see a wounded soldier, and he pulls you into the story. He always asks your name. I'm going to spell this out correctly. There you go. And so we now set our names. We not quite hit enter, sorry. Now, no grand runes and mine amulet. We need to talk about the amulet to get to your quest to change. So we deliver the amulet. And get up some background story from clicking on the rest of the say leave. Let's say goodbye. Now I'm just going to check to make certain we've got the quest items. Yeah, I've got the High Vale key and Grain's amulet. You always start with a small. You start with a set of tools. These were quest items that have just been given to us. Got some torches, some recall and teleport scrolls, which we'll go through later. Some repair kits, some health potions, some focus potions. The player events book keeps you up to date with what's going on in the game. Of course, the player handbook we picked up, and because it's still a game in development, it shows you all of the known issues. So if you come across a bug, you can quickly see it's listed in here. If it's not listed in here, you can actually go onto the forum and post the bug. Now we're going to just quickly go on down into the battle area. So you can see some enemies. Good idea to loot everything. if there is anything, because you start with very limited resources. Now that is something that I've not seen before, and this is the first time I've seen this, where the sword actually has a glow round it. That's actually something new to prompt us towards it. Of course, that's our primary weapon. If we double click on it, it automatically equips. So it's a high veil defender's sword. But if we have a look round, you see there's actually two of them. So we've now got two swords. Let's see if there's anything else around. Always have a look around. If there's anything with any other use. I don't think we pick that up. I think we turn it on and off, but it seems to have made quite a few changes. It's interesting to actually have a look. Now, if you do want to use a bow, you can pick up the bow. You'll probably find you haven't got many arrows. Two arrows, even though we do have a bow, so we could equip it. Oh, what's this? Another sword. Not shorter swords. If you miss a sword, you must be blind. Anyway, let's have a quick look around. There's a shield there. We could. Seems we don't have dual wielding. What I'm actually going to do is use the shield as an offhand weapon to give us a little bit of extra defence against any arrows or such like. And you can have a good explore around in here. And I think this one here is a special note. The barber, bearer of this document, Tracy Resolute, is fully vested knight of Norgrad, and shall be paid due respect for honour of such a station and office. Now it's marked as a quest item, so I'm sure there must be something we're supposed to do with this later. We've also got some chainmail armour. Just seeing if that's better. Oh no, we've already got the same type of armour on us, so I was just wondering. The armour does have some value, so we could sell that. But let's say you can do a lot more exploring in here as well. Talk to the bard, but I don't think it's necessary now. I'm going to just give a load of backstory. We used to have to talk to him, but we don't need to now. And again, a nice sparkling thing to show us that we've actually got to use our key, which is one of the quest items that was given to us. So we unlock that. That unlocks the gate. Now, we're just about to go into combat and we haven't got our bar ready, so let's come back, because that's the next thing we need to deal with, because it's not set out very well. We're going to hit the K key and see what abilities we've got. So, actually these have still got some numbers from the previous character, but so we've got that one, but we don't have that one. You start off with just this single bar down here at the moment. Let's see what we've got. Stone Fist, Close Combat, Strength of the Earth, which is a buff. I don't think it gives us any of these. So to say, you can learn all of these things. Did it give us any shield? No, we've got to learn the shield ones. There's tactics. That's a passive skill now. Silver ones are passive skills and will go up automatically. The blue ones are defensive buffs, which have positive and in some cases negative effects. So this one increases attack speed and reduces damage resistance, and this one increases your strength but decreases your focus. So as a tanking player, you're going to be using this one to gain strength, but if you were a mage you would want the opposite one to this. And nothing in there. So I think that's all it's given us. Right, now we've got the proper deck. Let's get our little buffs on us. The buffs appear up here. So then we can now go out. When you start, this is a very easy zone, so you should be able to work your way through it relatively quickly. We should reset all of the thingies over here. This is where your training abilities are going to show as you slowly gain them. Nice bit of salmon. Another patroller. We're going to work our way out, and who's this guy? He's somebody new. Before you can talk to anybody, you've got to make certain you're out of combat. Oh, that's somebody new. You used to have to walk the high, but all goes to the end of the instance. Okay, another outskirts. And burns. Does he take us there? Let's ask him his name. Farmer. Job. Oh right, so just click on the cart. So we used to have to run all the way to the end. But okay, Highvale outskirts, here we come. So there's been quite a few changes since I've done this last. All for the better. And here we are, in our first instance. And we see our first character before us, so we're going to have a word with him. They always start off asking what's your name. They do give you hints and tips up here. I'm actually going to turn them off for the stream, but you can read through them. So I've got to give them our name again. Chosen this name, and I'm wondering if people are going to think there's a Russian in the game. Because of course the game went live on Russian, or the Russian complete version came out this last week. And we ask him his name, to be polite. He's a ratio. And his job tells us he's a watchman. Keeping these bad obsidian or elves away, and then we can always ask them if they need any help, which will start off the quest tree. And here we've got to go and speak to Captain Burns, and here he asks us, or he gives us a torch, And he also teaches us a formal salute, so which is a emote in the game. Click on the O key, the 0 key. These are emotes. Now yours won't have this many in, but it should have in here. That's the formal courage, which is what we've just been taught. And if you ask various NPCs around the world, then you can get taught somebody I know, but he doesn't know me. At the moment, he does know me in the game, of course, and he's just given us a friend's request, which is up here. So we'll just click on that. Now again, you won't have any names listed in here. It's because this is a reused account, if you like. I've just deleted the account and started again, because anything that's on the account stays on the account, so we'll just accept his request. And we will go up and speak to Captain Burns. Now if you look on the compass, you've got a little sparkly blue thing. Those people, or those lead to people that actually have quests. And that tells us to use the switch on the wall. Yep, the lift operator's here. We'll just click on the switch on the wall. And off we go. Get on the path. Ooh, back. Now you'll know that the lift isn't there, you just click the switch, because the floor of the lift is wood, so we know the lift's not there because it's stone. Jump on and let him activate the lift. And we need to be this way around. We can look that way. See how high we've come. Now we're just going to come on through, speak to the first guard we see. Wants to know our name. There we go. And we ask them their name. It's Lieutenant Julia Simone. We want any help. And she's given us a quest to go out and find some bedrolls and wheat sacks. Come in here. See a character here. Have a word with him. This one's a combat merchant where you can buy some better armour and things like that, but we haven't got much gold at the moment, so let's sell what we can. So, and keep the potion of health, just in case we might need it. I don't think we will. So, we can sell that torch because we've already got some. That's given us 100 and we had 120, we've sold 125, given a total of 245. Now if we have a look in our inventory, the reason why we can't sell these items is because they have a 0 value. Anything with 0 value can't be sold to an NPC. But we can do something with them a little later to turn them into a valued item. up the awkward spiral staircase, and I have a word with this person, and he automatically announces himself as Captain Burns and gives the formal salute, and he's asking us our name. Go, enter, and now let's see what else. I've got some questions down, or some things we can talk to him down here. Let's say about the utility bar. He tells us to go and see. You should wander through the public square and the steeple door, and to the right you'll find Leonard, our fine trainer in the varied art of combat. So we're going to have a word with him, and let's ask his name because we're going to be polite. It's Edward Bartholomew Hastings Burns III. I'm going to ask him if he wants any help, and he's told us to go and have a word with Lieutenant Simone, which we've already done. And some backstory about the elves and everything else. So we're getting the bottom one we won't be doing until late. Now if you do click on one of them, the book will open up to that particular page. So if you get a bit lost, you can open up the book. Let's carry on through and out the door doors. Go to the right, and we're going to find the trainer. And he automatically starts up with this window here, but you also have your chat window down here. Now what we need to do is ask about advanced techniques, and then we're going to do utility hotbar. So yes, and he's given us 200 gold, and then there's pre-attack, and oh, he doesn't teach us pre-attack, so he only teaches us the utility one. Okay. Deck building, we're not worried about those things at the moment anyway. Not with his level of type of character. So let's say goodbye to him there. Now it still leaves this window here open. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start to build up some extra abilities based on the amount of gold we've got, because we've not got a lot. So we're going to go for the passive one on the blade tree, and then we're going to go into the sun and we're going to learn light, and we've got enough for another one. I think I'm going to learn the flame fist as well. And that is now we've got 20 on that, so we can learn that one. Learn another one, there are only 100 here. Got the fire, got the flame, got the earth, and a stone arrow. I'm trying to make a character with a mixed. I normally set up 2 combat decks. One is a ranged deck and one is a close deck. So those are the abilities I'm going to use first. So now We're not going to build a new deck, we're just going to modify the single deck at the moment. And what have we got? See that one, over there, that one, over there, that one, over there. Got that one. Oh, that one over there. That gives us a little bit of light when we need it. And flame fist. We'll only be doing the fist and the arrows in these trees here. The sun tree we need to get done so we can get another ranged one here. And we'll be using these two here. The earth tree we'll be using all of those ones and we'll be coming down to these ones slowly. And we're going to use swords. We will be using shields at a later date and we'll be using heavy armour. The ones we're going to be emphasising on. And the subterfuge, we needed that one because we need to get to that one as well, which we'll do in our next through. So now we've got that. Just trying to think. There's a couple of things we could do from here. I'm actually going to hide that one, because we're not going to do that one in the outskirts. So let's go down and find these bedrolls and wheat sacks. I've done this area a few times, so I'm familiar with the area. Let's go out and see if we can find these bedrolls and wheat sacks. There's awkward stairs across, and this time we're going to head our way down. Daylight's come out, so we can have a good look round now. Head down, going down, facing this way, on the exit. There we go. Let's go and see what adventuring we can find now. These little spiders are keeping an eye on you, by the way, and they will scan you from time to time to see if you're being good or being bad. I've got to do a nice long march down here. So, what we should have done, if they're non-combat, they can also go on your bottom bar, so I was just thinking we could actually, even though it's not their time, could train up in Thinweep, just to get a little bit of training in it. The more you train it, the longer it lasts. We could carry torches instead of using that ability. But even though I haven't got rid of them off myself yet, they are taking up weight on the character. So let's head down to this big entrance coming up. There is everything. Let's say, yeah, shuddering breeze hits you coming from the southern edge of a nearby farm. So, I don't know what it says southern, but we do have there's two groups of baddies in this area. We've got some elven people, we've got your fighters, High Bell Guard, then you have some elves in here which are not friendly, and we also have some frost people, so be prepared to be attacked. But it shouldn't be too hard to do combat in this area as long as you don't get overwhelmed. And as we're doing an action, the little blue bar's going down, and of course as we're taking damage the red bar is going down, which is our health. Now we're out of focus. What we can do is we've got auto attack on, but this is where we would need to withdraw to... oh, and it killed us. Always try not to die. Right, now, when you die in the game, you've got to find a monk. And there isn't one in the village. Well, it's amazing I haven't got one in the centre of the village actually, or just off the top. I guess the closest one should be up by this entrance and exit up here, which is the archway. If you look on the top, you'll see a little blue coloured symbol we're heading towards, which is the Ankh of Resurrection. They're not visible when you're alive. So, but as you can see, there we go. We're back in the game again. Now, you will always find the Ankhs normally at entrances or exits to the zone. This is the west exit. So, when you die in the game, you lose a little bit of experience points and your armour and weapons get damaged. It's not a good idea to die too much. You're being a bit overconfident again. When you're in combat, you also get a warning up here about the Ankh of Resurrection. If you die again, it will take a little bit longer to resurrect, and the penalties get larger the more you die. So the game is geared if you want to just go out and die all of the time. Now we're going to loot all the corpses that we find because we need some money. And the bit we need, as long as we're going to see if we can get in, we don't need to attract their attention. We need to go in here and we find some bedrolls. We need 3 of them. There's no point in taking any more than 3. The quest only requires 3. Well, we've got those, we've actually, oh no, the High Bell Guard have managed to overrun or take control of the area, so we will clean up. Now the herbal tea is used later in the game on a quest. All quest items are in gold coloured. Gate up here. Even though it's dead, it's still giving us a bit of damage because we're getting close to cold damage. So you get cold damage by this thing here. So let's get away from it. You see they slowly respawn again. course, and say stay up here for probably until you become over encumbered, where you're taking more than you can carry. So I would normally say stay up here, collect up as much as you can in regards to what you can use, and then head back to complete the quest. Another little blue cloud coming off him. So we're in an area where it's cold. There'll be an attack there. Now we can go in and use that. That's a mage as well. Most mages in the game do have the ability to heal themselves. Our characters have been levelling up quite nicely. Just head on back, go all the way back up there. Oh, another one. Another elf. Level 20 in Stone Fist. Oh yeah. Right, let's get them. Another one. That one's... mostly... oh, we're out of focus, so... so we shouldn't die, but we're going to keep an eye on it. Use abilities as it becomes available. I get a little red glow coming around because our health is below half. It should be okay. There it goes. Now, you will recover whilst you're in combat, but out of combat you will recover a little bit faster. I don't think we've got any food on us, because if you eat food that will also help. You could use a potion of health, but don't expect any more combat actually. He says confidently. Hand in the quest, sell our wares, look for training up a little bit more. There's another new player. You tend to tell they're new players because they're wearing the same as you. How does he know what he's doing? I don't want to call a lift because I don't know what happens if the lift falls on you. It's called the lift. I wouldn't stay there. Well, I don't know if it would be interesting. Let's see what happens. Oh, it doesn't kill you. Okay then. Learn something new. Say no, the lift's not here because you see a stone floor. Not standing on there. click it. Yeah, let him do it. Share the burden. Let's just pin that down just in case somebody does chat to us. Now, a few of these quest items in. Yep, that's opened up the trade window, and it needs 3 bedrolls and 3 wheat grain sacks, which are going to be in the gold colour. Now if you did have more than 3, you would have to use the shift key to actually bring up this select 3 and say OK, so you do carry more because you can only hand in the requested amounts. Get the items, and what's actually happened is we've gained 5,000 experience points, 250 gold, and we've given 2 items to Lieutenant Simone. Right. And now we're going to sell what we've got. We can sell. And destroy a few things. We've got some arrows there. Oh no, they've got no weight. We can't use them anyway. Not as we use a bow. Keep the focus on the health. Now you can use your shift key and select a group. And the vendor can take 50 items before you have to do a sale. So sign for exchange. I've got 583 gold. The only thing I would say at this point is, as a player, you wouldn't know where to go next because you've got no quests other than the Deliver Gawain's Amulet, which is done when you've finished High Vale Outskirts. So let's have a word with, I mean I know where to go, but I'm just wondering if a new player would know where to go. Let's see if he'll give us any pointer. Oh, he's given us some more gold and experience, and then he dropped out. Let's talk to him again. Help. Aid the refugees is most appreciated. Can't see anything that's pointing me to any of the other quest givers. Make a note of that. I mean, I know where the main quest tree is, it's not the main quest tree, that one. But let's go to the main quest tree person. First of all, I want to lighten our load a bit, so I'm going to come over to the table over here. And I'm going to put these items in there. They have 0 value. Remember what I was saying before. We can't sell them because they've got 0 value, but if we salvage them, it then turns into metal scrap, which has a value. It's also used in the game to help with smelting. At the moment, we're just at an interest. In fact, I'm selling those, even though they're 0, they'll get them out of my inventory. Don't need any of these, so we'll just clear them out of our inventory. Once you've read this book, not unless you want to keep it, you can sell it for 1 gold. Again, even though they don't weigh anything, it just makes the inventory neater. Keep this list as low as we can. Okay. Who's this one? Is she a crafting trainer by any chance? Oh, now she is, so let's go advanced techniques. And she can teach us the... No, we've got that one. Right, well, I can't train the other ones yet. Not to worry. Because our skill rating is a bit low. Right, now let's go up to the main quest giver in the game. Which is... She seems to be asleep just recently. If you double click she will wake up. And she's going to ask us our name. And she's normally standing in front of you. Sometimes the game just lets ask her name. She's Esmeralda. Let's ask her job. She talks about future past things, both alive and dead. Ask if she needs any help. And she starts us on a quest. Captain Burns has been compromised in the game, so we've got to go and help him. So, and we've now got a quest up here, and we'll just be bouncing backwards and forwards to her. Let's read the quest. Well, he did give us another quest. We've got to go and slay the Elven Commander, which I've not seen that quest before. I didn't notice it appearing in the tree. Not to worry. This is the quest from Esmeralda. By the name, you asked me to investigate the top floor of the steeple in High Vale outskirts monastery. Let's see what we find up there. Some ladders. I just need to double click on the ladders. My mouse turns green. And you normally get them. One more ladder. It's out of range, but you don't have to go all the way up to it. You just go to the middle, it'll turn green. Here we are at the top. There's the mirror. Just double click on it. Oh, now if you do catch it wrong, you are going to fall down. And you take falling damage. Let's head down. We'll also take some damage from the cold. On the ground floor again. It says I found the looking glass. So that did change, but very subtly I think. I think they should make it the type will change a little bit more as well. This new players probably won't notice it. But now we've got to go back and talk to about what we found at the top. We found the looking glass. Somebody's opened the doors. No, they didn't. There she's going back to bed again. Now we're getting 3,500 experience points and 150 gold. And we found a looking glass. So precisely where it takes you. And go first step. To the swing frostgate. Mostly at night. Okay, and there's the postcard tail, what story? And up here we now have the quest. We've got to get the skull of the frost beast. So that's it, just go back to bed. And rather easy to find, what we will actually take on any more skills yet. No, not really. Right, so we come down here. Ladder down one, and you should have some spawning down here. There he is. He's a little bit more stronger than what we've experienced before. So actually slowly running out of focus again, so I'll try and keep the flame on him, because that gives a little bit of extra damage. That's what the sword's giving him. He's got plenty of health. We don't really want to run out of focus, so we're just going to manage things here. There we go. In a little while. Now to come out of combat. And double click on it. You can see here, here's our quest item in gold. We'll take that now. If you don't see your items here at any time, it's because you can actually hide things, so that's just hidden tools down the bottom. You can also hide the quest items when you're not doing quests. If you do find you can't see your quest items, just turn on the quest items. And then we get out of here before we get attacked again. We go and hand in the skull. They've got some good springs on these doors. Oh, she's awake this time. And she's automatically opened up, so she wants a frost beast skull. And she doesn't want the corpse wax, it won't work if you actually have got to make certain that you only put the item requested over there. Again, 4,000 experience points. Now on to step 2. Go through the looking glass. She's given us a skull back with magical abilities, so we can now use the looking glasses. And then these mirrors or looking glasses actually have a handy thing because they help you get around the zone as well. And up we go again, and up we go again. And this time we're going to have to walk closer to the ladder. And up here we can now double click on the mirror and we actually go through into another room. Whilst we're in this room we've got to click on that one. That will change the quest. We don't think we need to kill anything, I'm not certain actually, so we need some experience. Look at how our skills are doing. Again, I want to save my focus for the flame fist. The flame fist is working on this one. I've just noticed it. I can't see the buff up there. Oh no, it is up there. It's affecting it. It gives 2 to 3 physical focus every 10 seconds. So it's quite a handy ability to use as a new player, but it didn't give us any quest items. And we go back through the mirror. And get out the cold, so we'll take the cold damage. A little bit closer to that ladder. Let me use it this time. There we go. Probably clicking too fast. There we go. Let's head on back. Bed again. Right, now cross again, yep, so it's given us 3,500 pooled experience. Step 3. Step towards, so I've got 2 quests been given here. Let's see what they say. Getting dark now. What's the book say? We've got to find Frostgate Hex. Defeat it, puts essence, and also an Elder Frostgate. Right, so out we go. Wait for everybody to walk past. Empty door. Now we've got to go trying to think which is the quickest way to do this. What if we can do it that way? I haven't tried this, so don't worry if we don't try. even it up. Yeah, is that? What is that? That's just a normal frost gate. They won't let me use these ones because they go to 2 other areas in the game. So she will get to use them later on. So it's not an Elder frost gate, it's just a normal frost gate. Nope, we're going to have to do the long way then, aren't we? As you go through the game, you can slowly use more and more of these. And where's the ladder? There it is. And down. Took a lot of cold damage on that last attack. Okay, so we're going to have to venture out. There we go, down the horrible spine, twisted staircase. Let's head on down and out. Bring up our little... something you can do if you want to, since we're using a sword and shield we don't want to, is you can carry a torch. But because that spell doesn't require us to carry anything. Again, nice long jaunt. Right, now we normally find some over here. This might be one of them, but I think we've got to go down to the camp to get all of them. That's certain. That's just a normal frost gate. Elder frost gate. Focus again. We haven't got anything to train us in focus, have we? We need that ability. Right. It would be handy if you could find a place to buy some food as well. So just wait for the bars to improve. Otherwise the bars slowly go up. And when you actually kill something in the game, just like in all complete quests, you've noticed we've been given experience. Now, unlike other games, in this game the experience goes into a pool down here. So that's a crafting pool, which we're about the adventuring pool in this case. And up here it does give you some of the information. So just click for help, and I'll click that for help. It talks about the training skills. And basically all your experience that we've gained has gone down here, and when we've done an action, it has trained that action. So our blade skills are slowly getting better, and our light, all these skills are slowly getting better, and then once you get these up to level 40 you can then go down to the next tree down. So this is what I was saying, when you start the game, you start in the High Vale outskirts, which tends to lean you towards swords. That is no reason we couldn't be picking up a bow or something like that, using a bow and training in a bow. And there's no reason you can't train every single one. So, but there are no real levels in the game. There is a level indicator, which you can put our mouse in the beginning, so in the centre of our name, or where our name is. It tells us that we've got an adventuring level of 13 and a producing level of 13 as well. But each person's level of 13 will be different because they'll be training in whatever they want to train in. So it's the slight difference between this and a lot of other games. You're not given things, you buy things as you want them. So it's just what somebody else is. What is that? Well, there was something we needed though. A bogey. I've never seen that before. That is something new. And a water drum, I've noticed the water drum. Never noticed these, but there's always something new. Maybe they're very hard to beat. Hope we're not going to survive that. Get out of the area. Take him on. There we go. Now I'm going to run it and focus. Stay in a little bit longer. Go. 33, 39. He's still got a bit on us. I think he's going to win. What we really need to do is do a bit more training, I think. We need to get like that. See if we can not die. No, he's dragged us in again. It's a bit of a pain. He's designed to do that, so when you're a new player you automatically get dragged in, but right, let's go back up to the camp. We haven't got everything we need. But we need to get some more skills and probably do a bit of training, I think. Broke this connection, hopefully it doesn't last too long. Are you going to go away, network disconnection, or are you going to disconnect me? No, looks like I'm going to get disconnected from the game. Right. Now if you do find that actually happens. I just have to log back in again. Now what I'm going to have to do is just bring that up. I'm not finishing, I just don't want to, of course, give out my details for logging in. Just hoping that's the right account. I've got 4 accounts. See if it'll let us back in. Yep, good. Let's bring that back up again. There we are. And we're just going to resume. So sometimes the server gets a glitch. I'm not getting upset on the bandwidth. Right, so where are we? On the 2nd floor. Let's head on up. Good, it's recovering. My outgoing bandwidth dropped a bit. It's recovering now, so that's good. Right, so what we need to do is we need to, as I say, get some more skills. So we need to go to the trainer. About enough money to do shadow boxing, and what we need to do is we need to train focus, and what that one does is that will give us more, the higher it goes the more focus you have, which is the blue bar. Let's have a look at the other skills that are important to see if we can use anything else. You don't want to train in too many things, else your pool will go down too quickly. So, when we get things to level 40, we'll turn them off. Right, so next one is Earth. We're not going very high at the moment, so we'll get that one up so we can get that one. I was at 16, we need that one to get to 20, so we can earn that ability there. The death tree is rather an interesting tree as well, because as you do damage to your enemies, it comes back to you in health. You've got to train up tap soul first, and it's worth doing, but it's a bit boring on a video to watch. Basically, when you tap your soul, you take some out of your focus. You take some out of your health and put it into your focus. But what you can actually do is you can train up your healing at the same time by using focus and then putting it back into health. But it can take a bit of time to do. But Death Tree's rather an interesting tree to play around with. It doesn't work against the undead though, so that's the downside of it. There's anything else with training? Right, so can't train anything else. So what we're going to do, will he teach us let's come out, won't teach us free attack, and it would be handy if we could. Don't know why he can't teach us free attack or deck building we don't need to do yet. I can understand that. Free attack would be handy to... Anyway. Now, we've got training dummies here. Or over here we have some archery rangers, training in archery. Training some skills. Now, you can train on these of course, but you are using your pooled XP, and you're not getting back any XP, so you don't want to do it too much. Which is why I was saying it's a good idea to turn off auto attack. Which we got to, because we haven't learned it. As you can see, our training abilities are going up. This one here is increasing our damage with swords. What I wanted to look at was to look at a few things. Training, get us a bit stronger. Fire fist. Let's get this one to level 20. Stone fist. As you can see, this is going down all the time. Now we're going to be going out and killing things. But we've got to make ourselves more effective out now, so we're not going to last very long at all. This heightened awareness one is slowly increasing. Again, we need that one to go up. And when we do our attacks, so it's coming from here and it's going into here when we're using this ability. 20. We'll turn that off, just turn off your skills. We'll turn that one off, which means there won't be any pool training going from the pool. Let's have a look at our swords. They've got to get to 40, but I'd rather do that in combat. These are all passive ones. This trained strength increases our red bar up there. Right. I think that will do, so we'll come out of combat. Then come down to the fire. Learn that one. And flame sword, extra damage. And that one will just make our fire a little bit more last longer. We've got to get that up to 20, so we'll need that one as well. We won't really need much else in that deck. Oh, and there's another one that needs to train. I've got to train that one to get that one, but that's another awkward one to train because I won't bother about that at the moment. Right, so we've trained in fire stuff. So look at our combat deck. There's a flame arrow. Put that one down there, and then move that one. Put the rain sword in. So now I've got a couple of ranged attacks. Two range, two close, and of course the sword ones. And what this one does is it flames up the sword, which gives it extra damage, or the chance of extra damage. You give fire damage for 5 fire damage, so it's a handy skill to have. And what I'm going to do is I am going to finish this stream here, and of course don't forget to follow and subscribe. You'll see my YouTube information down below where you will find this video posted shortly, and if you want to ask any questions you can ask them in the question areas and I will get back to you, and thank you for watching.